Hi everybody, Shauna here. It's Tuesday, April 20th. And most of you know I'm here in southern Alberta, Canada. We're the province east of British Columbia, which is on the west coast of Canada. And you know what? I'm feeling a little bit heavy this morning. I'm a little bit disheartened and disappointed in where our governments are leading us Canadian citizens. I feel truly in my heart of hearts that they do not have our best interests at heart, that they are not looking out for us as Canadian citizens. The BC government announced yesterday that they're basically going to be closing the borders to their province. They want people to stay in their communities and not leave. They are not allowing residents from other provinces, even those who own property in British Columbia, even those of us who are born and raised in British Columbia. They're not allowing people from other provinces access to the province at all. And this is to continue into May, up to and through our Victoria Day long weekend in Canada. So this just feels insane to me and crazy. And my family, we are old enough now and we've worked hard enough, and we're at the point where we do enjoy traveling. We keep it on the cheap. We have a motorhome, and we like to park and play, and we like to camp, and we like to visit our friends and family who live in British Columbia. And we've been very disconnected from our people over the last year and a half because of COVID. So I would just really like to bring in a little bit of light today for myself and for you. Okay? So when we are disconnected from something, in a forcible manner, when we are pushed away from something, when we are shut out from something, often we're being redirected somewhere else. So this lesson has come through for me very strongly and in different layers and in different ways over the last year, and especially over the last few months as well. When triggers come up, painful experiences come up, and we're feeling upset, sad, angry, depressed, that is a signal that something needs to be fixed, healed, looked at more closely. So that's what I would like to do today. With having that really heavy, irritable feeling that I'm carrying around in my mind, and in my body, in my throat and in my chest, I just would like to see, bring a little bit of light and a little bit of enlightenment, and see what it is that we actually are being directed to today in this crazy world. Where should we be placing our focus? So I'm going to pull a little card or two here and just see what comes up for us. Where should we be placing our attention, our intention, our focus? So I'm using the Work Your Light deck, which is a super ethereal, gorgeous deck. So the card that I have pulled for us all is the card. Wow. Okay. The card is Leap, You go first, the universe will catch you. So this is what I really feel is coming through with this card. This card actually reminds me of a painting that I just did on Saturday night. Of the moon. So, holy moly, that's pretty crazy. Leap, the universe will catch you. You know what? We do have to just listen to our intuition. Intuition's telling many of us people that are, walking the face of this earth, that are a little bit open and aware. We've done our work, we've done our healing. We know that, we are connected with the divine forces around us. We know that this doesn't feel right. There's some funny business going on behind the scenes. And you know what? It may not be any of our business. There are certain things that we don't have control over, but it's not that we don't have any control whatsoever. We do have control over who we spend our time with, what we are doing with our time, what we are allowing to come into our lives, what we choose to heal and deal with. We have control over our thoughts, our feelings. We have control over our destiny. We have control over where we place our focus and our attention and our intention. And those of us that are doing our inner work, we are allowing ourselves to feel more grounded, to feel safer, to feel more secure. You know what? It doesn't mean that we don't ever get triggered. It doesn't mean that we don't ever have pain or we don't ever have a shitty day. We still feel, some of those negative, crappy energies, thoughts, emotions come in, but we're able to sort of process it through our supercomputers of our brains and move that energy right through and let it go. We don't let it firmly attach and cause us more pain and suffering, which of course leads to discomfort and disease. We allow those energies to move through. We also know, those of us that have been doing our work, that we're here to help other people, to shine our light the way for others. We aspire so that we can inspire others. So when we are brave, when we take that leap and jump into whatever it is we choose to jump into, joy, happiness, peace, tranquility, stability, safety, whatever it is, we know that there is a type of safety net, which is the universe. It's a web that catches us. We're always connected to that divine energy, to that healing energy. The universe always has our backs. And when we step out and we step into our authenticity and our real selves, we inspire others to be able to do the same. And I guess being redirected, not being able to, for us personally, my husband and I, to early in the spring, we usually take off for a few days into BC. We can't do that. What is it that we are being redirected to? We need to be staying here, closer to home, working with our people, our circle, our tribe that we have here, and spending time and spending our energy on them and on ourselves. So that's what we're going to do and where we're going to be. We're going to go inside for a little while. Does that make sense? I'm going to pull one more card from the the Daily Guidance from Your Angels deck, which is an awesome deck. This is the deck that I got from Lisa Driver when I took my Oracle card reading class with her in Medicine Hat a number of years ago. I happened to run into Lisa Driver the other day, so if any of you see Lisa Driver over the next little while, say hello. Say hello to her. And Lisa, if you're seeing this, hi, and it was so good to see you. Okay, so what little added bit of information needs to come through from our angels today? All right. So the card is Child. You care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. There's so much coming up with this card. So, looking at the colors of this card, orange and yellow are really popping out to me. So, of course, that's your sacral and solar plexus energy centers. Our inner child sort of resides in that area of our bodies. Not only on the outer bits of our lives, you know, outside of our own bodies, you know, our children are really suffering with disconnection. They're really suffering with, you know, stress and poor mental health. They are missing their friends, missing sports, physical activity, and things like that. This is a really weird time for them too, and it's stressful for them, and we can't forget that about our kids. That they may not present their stress and their suffering in the same way that we do. They're not able to verbalize it in the way that we do, or recognize exactly what it is, but they need our attention and they need our love and our support. Also, the inner child. So this really relates to that first card, doesn't it? With what I felt coming through, having to go inside. We're being redirected, not allowed to travel again, redirected to doing some work on our inner child. So that gives me a little bit more joy and hope, and a good feeling of positivity that, you know what, we're going to play at home. We're going to play at home and we're going to find joy and happiness with our community and within our family here at home. We will strengthen our connections. We will play. We will have fun. We will laugh. We will dance. And it's going to be great. It is really going to be great. Spring has sprung. Spring has really sprung. So I'm going to take that message as it's time to find our inner peace and our inner happiness and feed that inner child. Okay? Thank you for joining me. I'm going to take a few minutes and just send you a little bit of distance Reiki in case you are feeling a little bit heavy too. I want you to intend that you are going to release some of that gunk, some of that junk, some of that weight that you are carrying, those burdens that may be weighing you down. Just take a moment, close your eyes, take a few nice, deep, and cleansing breaths. Allow and invite that Reiki energy in. Energy is energy. Energy flows to where it needs to go. if you welcome in Reiki, you will receive Reiki. What I like to do when I'm receiving Reiki through someone else, being channeled through someone else, is to just say thank you. Thank you, Reiki. Thank you, Reiki. Thank you, Reiki. I hope that you feel a little bit lighter, a little bit more inspired, a little bit brighter. Go forward today. Just shine some light. Shine some light for yourself. Shine some light for others. This world is dark for some, and that light is needed. Thank you so much. Namaste.